Today on the compliance tip of the day, we're going to look at some current M&A issues under the FCPA from the domestic perspective. The compliance tip of the day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. And now I'd like to say a few words about the latest podcast on the Compliance Podcast Network, AI Today in 5 with 5. Thrilled to announce the inaugural episode of my latest podcast series, AI Today in 5. I wanted to do a short, curated set of stories and news stories about AI for the compliance professional and the greater business professional. You can check it out on Megaphone, the Compliance Podcast Network, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Apple, or wherever great podcasts are listened to. Check out AI Today in 5. We continue our exploration of the ROI of compliance by focusing on the extended compliance value your department brings to your company going forward and how you can use that in the budgetary process. So how does a corporate compliance function not only extend its value across an organization, but demonstrates the value add of a robust compliance function in improving overall business ROI? It is a way of thinking about your compliance program that many compliance professionals, frankly, fail to grasp. We begin with an exploration of how a finance professional will view things differently from the compliance professional. This is important because there really is a different mindset, or at least a different lens, that corporate compliance professionals have from other corporate functions. Think about this in the context of the compounding effect of a corporate compliance program. Even legally trained compliance professionals have some understanding of compound interest, and I'm certainly one of those people. But the compounding effect of a corporate compliance program within your organization is similar. Consider training an employee to become a compliance advocate and the employee later becoming a manager. Well, these are all follow-on effects, and that's compounding. That's probably not something you're talking about or even thinking about for your compliance program as it evolves and matures. Another way to consider this compounding effect is in handling an issue that comes into your hotline so that the person has confidence, the reporter that is, has confidence, and if the reporter has confidence, they'll of course tell their other coworkers about it. That's compounding. Now there are 5 people who have confidence in your program, and then 2 of them report. Well, then they tell 5 more people. You begin to see how this compounding can literally expand out and grow. You have the opportunity for compounding your compliance program in scope. If you think you're going to get 10 more reports a year, think about the value of that. A CC is also selling their program short if they're not drawing a line through the whole story that is well to beat out 15% additional ROI or XROI target. This will blow many arguments out of the water because in so many ways, how compliance touches an organization. The bottom line is you make these small changes, even 1% per year, you can translate into 40 times impact over a 12-month period. You can take these small incremental changes over time and put these into your budgeting presentations. Then the cultural difference in your organization relative to your competitors very quickly is another way to separate in a non-linear way. It's a separate logarithmic way. Well, that's 2 or 3 or 4 years down the road, and you begin to see the fantastic power of compounding. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Number 1, work to demonstrate the extension of your compliance value throughout your organization. 2, have access to all data in silos to improve the budgetary process. And 3, better compliance risk management can help in talent acquisition and talent retention, a key area for companies moving forward in the 2020s. One of the things that I'm happy to do for you, the compliance profession, is if you have a question or a series of questions you would like some compliance tips on, I'm happy to take any requests that you might want, certainly anonymize them, and give you a quick tip, either one quick tip or maybe a week's worth of quick tips. So if you have any tips you want about your compliance program, you can shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. This podcast was created and produced